What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric, and today on the channel we are going to be doing an unboxing, and we are going to be diving into the latest pedal from Chibson. They are one of my favorite brands. Shout out to Jason and Chibson for sending over their brand new Google Drive Overdrive pedal. I'm very stoked to check it out. And with all things Chibson related, of course, there's lots of puns, memes, and jokes associated with it. The other really awesome part about their pedals that are really awesome from my own experience, they also have a bunch of killer merch, and we got a little bit of it here as well as the pedal. But first things first, we need to open this up. So let's go through this and let's go through the entire Chibson opening experience. You got this, and they actually sent me two, so I got the prototype of this, and this is the actual production unit that is available as well. So I got the merch over there. We're gonna check it out in a sec, but let's open up the pedal and let's see this. Oh man, look at this. This is the Google Drive Overdrive pedal. This is so sick. And as a Google Suite user, this is right up my alley. Look at this here, look at the packaging. Drive, welcome to Drive. Drive. And you got the collab with Acorn Amps, who have actually made the pedal. Then of course, all of the imagery and all the fun stuff designed by Chibson. There's a bunch of cool parts and features with this pedal as well, which I'm very excited to check out. Let's open it up. I haven't seen another box for a pedal look this cool. This is sweet. This deserves its own category. We got the Chibson Jazz 3 picks. If my camera isn't focusing, you're gonna see it. We got the Google Drive logo. Manual, welcome to Drive. Very cool. Take a look through it. Oh, look at that. Very cool. Again, this pedal has some very unique features on it, which we'll go over later, that I've never seen on any other pedal. And of course, I'm so happy that it is with Chibson. Just knocking it out of the park as they normally do. Oh man, look at this. We got the Acorn Amps, like business card. This is incredible. This is so sick. It's like a circuit board, and it's like firm, so you like good plastic. And this is like the inside of like possibly a pedal or like a PCB of an amplifier. This is so cool. This is, again, attention to detail from both of these companies. Super sick. You got the Google Drive pedal sticker. God, that is so tight.
Tight like a tiger.
Okay, we got an Acorn Amps sticker as well. Very sick, very good. We got the Chib grip, if you want to scoop the mids, if you know the inside joke on that. This thing is sick, so I actually need to find like an Ibanez gem where I could throw this in, because this literally fits in the monkey grip. So sick. We got some stickers here. Very classic Chibson stickers with the very iconic font, the authentic font, if you will. I got a brand new guitar pick, and for reference, this is my face, and it's a big pick, so we're gonna get some chugs in with this at some point. Oh, they sent over a t-shirt. Let's take a look at this. I think this is the coolest one, especially being a metal fan, and for all the metal fans out there. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, look at that. It's a death metal or like a black metal logo, but Chibson, man. Jason, thank you so much, man. This and everything else, as always, it's so appreciated and it's so sick. All right, so with all that, here is the piece de resistance. This is the Chibson Acorn Amplifier Collab Google Drive Overdrive pedal. It's a very simple electronics layout here for the most part. There are a couple other bells and whistles, but up here we got our 3-knob configuration: storage, spam, and trash. Obviously that's gonna attribute to your gain, your tone, and your overall level. Operated by a single foot switch right here. That feels really solid, by the way. That feels really good. 1/4-inch jack on the side right here. We have the 9-volt adapter on the side. We then have another 1/4-inch input right here. This on here is a USB slot. The USB port on the side can also power up units that require 5 volts maximum DC power. So you can't go too crazy with powering anything that might be higher than like a phone or anything like that. So make sure you read this carefully, because they are not responsible if you damage your product or if you damage your own device that you're trying to power up with the Google Drive pedal. And now there's another special part about the pedal, which all relates to this little guy right here. I'm gonna get a better shot of this. This is the additional tone circuit that you can plug into this pedal on the inside. And you can actually change the overall tonal characteristics and the response and the feel just with this little USB circuit board that plugs into the internals of the pedal. From what I've been told from Jason and Acorn Amps is that they're gonna be making more of these, and they're gonna be in different flavors, different tones, and things like that. So essentially you are getting a platform here that can have so many different tonal variations and tonal options of them, and you could just keep interchanging them and kind of collecting like different tones, if you will, almost like collecting Pokemon cards, but you are collecting different variations of overdrive and guitar tone. This is super sick. I've never seen anything like it. It kind of makes this pedal evergreen in a way, whereas all of these circuits that are going to be continuously developed are going to be changing and altering the tone, and you can just kind of buy these instead of having to buy like 10 different overdrive pedals for 10 different sounds, especially if we're just going through the same, you know, gain, volume, and tone knobs that we've had since the dawn of time with the overdrive pedal. Yeah, very cool. It looks really good as well. Super clean. Look, everything looks pretty solid. I'm just moving the controls. Potentiometers feel really good. They feel really solid as well. Very sick, yeah. This is a really good first impression so far, again, with all Chibson pedals and all the manufacturers that they collab with. I was also sent another one of these like interchangeable like mini circuits here. So I got two circuits here. One is the data corruptor here, and one is just a regular distortion one. So I have no idea what they're gonna do. I have no idea how they're gonna sound. They're gonna be timestamped in the video description down below, but otherwise, very excited to try these because I've never seen these on a pedal before. All right, so now let's hear what the Google Drive pedal sounds like. I have my Fernandez guitar that I've rebuilt last year, Rock and Tune bridge, Corrigan pickups, and obviously the humbucker single configuration. That's gonna go into the Google Drive pedal. That's gonna go out into my 5150 Iconic. I'm also gonna mess with the controls on the pedal, just so you can see how the pedal is going to react with an amplifier, and just to give you an idea of what the pedal is gonna react like when you plug it in for the very first time. I also chose my 5150 Iconic because it's a readily available amp. It sounds awesome. It's a sub $1,000 amplifier. And also the 5150 amplifier line has been synonymous with overdrive pedals basically since the early 90s when they were first released. So with all that being said, let's hear how this thing sounds. All right, so now we're gonna plug in this module here. This one is called Distortion. And when you plug in your pedal, make sure you hit the effects on button. We got the volume all the way up. We have the tone partially below noon, and then we have the drive all the way at 0. Again, clean tone on the 5150 green channel. This is what it sounds like. Very chimey. Let's hear it with the pedal. Again, the gain's at 0, and there's like a ton of gain on this thing. That's cool. That is wild, and that is a very, very noticeable difference just by switching out one of those little cartridges. I feel like I have 2 pedals in one now, which is absolutely amazing. So now let's try out this one. This one is called Data Corruptor. Again, no idea what it's gonna sound. I have no idea what this is in reference to, so let's just plug it in and have some fun. Now we're gonna change things up. I have my LSL Baritone guitar. This has a 27.5-inch scale length design. I have it tuned to drop A. I'm gonna go into the Chibson Overdrive pedal, into the red channel of the 5150 Iconic for that modern high gain sound that a lot of us have fell in love with for the past like 30 and almost 40 years at this point. A boosted 5150 being the iconic sound of modern metal. I'm not going to use any of the interchangeable chips that can change the sound. I just want to hear this overdrive pedal in a modern metal context into a 5150. So let's get into it. All right, so I had a chance to live with the Google Drive pedal and test it out, and I gotta say, this thing is absolutely probably like my favorite overdrive at this point. I really find like this pedal sounds like you're just adding a tube to an amplifier. It sounds very clear, it sounds very clean, and it doesn't really color the sound in a way that makes it sound like there is a pedal. This sounds very natural, and that is something I really look for in an overdrive pedal for the most part. Sometimes it is nice to change it up, and having these little mini chips that you can insert into your Google Drive pedal, and there are gonna be many versions of those, there's many different sounds as I kind of demoed with the two that I have. Like, this is a very, very like workhorse platform. This is kind of like your Game Boy and you have your different games that you insert here. Like, if you want to compare it to that, like, this pedal sounds awesome. Even though this only has 3 controls for volume, gain, and tone, like, this pedal can really do a lot, and I really think Acorn and Chibson are kind of pushing the overdrive forward rather than just, you know, your classic Tube Screamer Boss SD1 circuit, if you will, which are great. But having this interchangeable like circuit right here where you can throw different mini chips in that have different tonal characteristics, I'm getting a lot of mileage out of this. I haven't tried the USB port here to charge like a phone or something like that, but I can, again, like, this is a really forward-thinking design that I've never seen on a pedal. Of course, I've seen like the daisy chain stuff like on some Boss pedals, but like, this is powering something else that you actually might use on your pedal board or an external thing that you just might have with you. Like, super cool. And I mean, there's so many Easter eggs on the circuit board here. Like, this is just so fun and it sounds awesome. And yeah, I'm having a great time with this. This is gonna live on my board because it just sounds so good. Like, yeah, very, very impressed with this. Huge shout out to Jason and Chibson and Acorn Amps for sending this over and having me a part of this. Like, it's always a pleasure to work with them, and they always just exceed the expectations. And yeah, this is an absolute wicked pedal. If you want to learn more about this pedal and get it onto your board while you still can, since these are limited, I'm going to link in the description. You'll check about it, learn about it, read about it, and there are going to be more of these mini chips coming down the road, so stay tuned for that. I will do an update on that. But yeah, this is an awesome pedal, and I think this is now my new favorite Overdrive pedal. If this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you hit subscribe. I have tons more videos like this, checking out cool pieces of gear, and I also do a lot of guitar tutorials, DIYs, how to fix your guitar, and we do a lot of the Guitar Hero deep dives on the channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a single video that I upload. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you next time.